How's it going, YouTube world? Everything looks crazy on my on my laptop here because I'm recording using the webcam. Uh, yeah, I thought I'd be on. I haven't been on in a while. I haven't recorded any videos. Of course, I teach Wing Chun. I'm chief instructor at one of the schools here in San Antonio, Texas. But I was on Facebook today, and I was looking at one of my buddies, also a martial artist instructor. He does teach Wing Chun and some other systems, some other styles. But I was noticed on his Facebook, I think somebody pissed him off or something, challenging him or something. I don't know what it was. But he seemed pretty pissed off because he told him, hey, if he wanted to go to school and actually challenge him, he was in for a surprise and stuff. Now I know Mike. That guy doesn't mess around, man. I'm telling you what. I mean, if you go and you challenge him, he's going all out. He ain't playing around, and he's not gonna take it easy on you. So that's just the way he's always been. But I thought it was kind of weird. I mean, the only thing that I saw, I was kind of trying to look at some of his videos that he had, and the only thing I saw was when he was talking about this cane defense and how to use the cane. Well, Mike, he's studied Filipino art, so he's more about knife fighting and stick fighting, and he's teaching Wing Chun now. So I'm pretty sure he dabbled in some other martial arts systems. He's pretty good at what he does, you know what I mean? So that's why it's a little surprising to hear him, pretty pissed off is what he was. Um, and all he really did say was he was holding the cane. He mentioned the cane and how he would use it, which I totally agree 100%. Not just because he's my buddy, just common sense. I mean, if you're holding a cane, you're not gonna do all this fancy shit with them. You're with the cane, you're not gonna try to hook people with them. You're just gonna use that thing and swing it. Swing it hard, and swing it in the right target areas. And that's the way you're gonna bring your opponent down. That's the way you're gonna take care of that problem. So he mentioned it. He mentioned it in that fashion, and somebody must have got upset because he teaches the cane defense or something. I don't know what the hell it was. I mean, even my student, he's a instructor in our school, and he came up with the cane form and cane defense, and for one of the older students we had, and which I thought was pretty good that he took it upon himself to go ahead and come up with something. We normally don't teach something like that, at least not in my school in Wing Chun. So I thought it was pretty good that he invested so much time into coming up with the form and some drills for it. And I remember him mentioning, hey, you know what? Nothing flashy. You don't want to swing this thing around like an idiot, like, whoa, swing it over your head and try to bring it down. We know that's too much movement in a real situation. Somebody will jump in on you and just start beating the crap out of you, especially if you use a cane. I mean, you probably need it for support, so you don't want to be swinging that thing around and try to support yourself with the bad leg you got. So it only makes sense. Hey, you use that thing, swing it hard, and bring it back down, or jab the guy with them, just like Mike had mentioned. I thought it was just kind of funny that somebody feelings got hurt. I'm pretty sure he went to a safe space for a little while to kind of try to, gather his. I mean, I get himself into I don't know, bring himself back into this world and be able to stand up and text whatever, write down whatever he wrote down on Facebook. But yeah, I'm just thinking, first of all, I mean, Mike's right. I mean, if your shit gets hurt because somebody is being practical and telling you how it is, I mean, you got issues, man. I mean, maybe you shouldn't even be teaching if that's the way you take things. Was the time if somebody gives you some creative criticism, you really want to sit down and think about what they said and maybe it's something that's going to help you become a better instructor, or you know what I mean? Because I mean, the main goal about being an instructor is to try to teach something that's going to be practical, something that's going to be effective, something that you'll be able to use in a real life situation. Because when you're out there, I mean, it's life and death. In reality, I mean, you don't know what the other guy's going to do. I mean, his intention might be just to rob you, and that's fine. You might be at a bar, and this guy's an idiot. I mean, he's got a gun, maybe he's got a knife, and he's an idiot. He's gonna kill you because he's stupid. you don't know who you're dealing with. So I mean, all this flashy bullshit that people teach you, it's insane. Anytime let me just give you some advice. If you go as a student and you go and you learn something, you know, I mean, a lot of these martial artists out there, I mean, they know what they're doing. I mean, they've, been in actual fights. I mean, they've been studying for a long period of time, most of them. And so they give you some training. It's going to be some good training. But take that, I mean, learn it. And then just once you got it down, I mean, go home, think about it, look at it and say, is there anything I can do to minimize the movements I have to use or make it more effective. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you'll start seeing that these flashy moves they don't really work in a real situation. Um, and this is where some people have problems. I've met a lot of people in my training and going to the same school I have, learning the same things I've been learning, having issues when they actually get in fights. I mean, they've even come up to me and say, I don't understand. I mean, you make this stuff work, and I'm having issues utilizing it in a real situation. And I'm like, dude, I don't understand what the issue is. I mean, we train under the same instructor, we learn the same drills, and it's just a lot of times it has to do with the mentality also. And Mike's mentality is like, hey man, you just want to beat the shit out of the guy. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you're in that situation, I mean, there's no mercy for the guy. I mean, we're taught that, and I mean, sadly, that's what it is. And if you're not willing to take it to that, you know, take it all the way, then stay at home. You know what I mean? But all I wanted to say was, hey, don't get offended if somebody's trying to give you some positive criticism. Even if the guy's an idiot, maybe he just doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Still listen to it. I mean, yeah, if he doesn't know what he's talking about, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So what? Who cares? But sometimes, somebody might come up with a good point that might just help you out, might improve your understanding of self-defense or how to teach something, and hey, it's all good, right? So, anyways, having said that, I mean, since I'm on, I might as well be like, hey, so uh, I don't know if you know, I've been teaching for about going on 26 years now in Wing Chun. So we have a school here. I call it Ponce-Campa Wing Chun. If anybody's ever interested in taking some Wing Chun, call me up, text me, message me. It's better if you message me because I'll probably read the message before I pick up the phone. So, if anything, right now been really we've been working on the past 9 years. We've been working on the internal side of Wing Chun. You might ask me what the internal side of Wing Chun is and it's a good question because most people don't teach it here in the United States. It's mostly taught in Hong Kong and China and places like that. If you ask somebody, you might even go and ask your instructor, hey, what's internal Wing Chun? And they'll tell you, oh, it doesn't exist because they don't understand it either. So, but if you're ever interested in learning something like that and learning Wing Chun and the internal part of it also, I mean, you're going to see a big difference and you're going to see how that internal part helps your external training. Um, it makes it better. So, send me a message if you're ever interested, and it's nice talking to you.